for years, our electives have been kind of, kids don't take it seriously because they don't think it counts because it's not on the test. And it's always been our planning period. And, where kids get to go, so we get our time to plan or whatever, our lunch. And so they have kind of a different perception. I want to change that perception. And I want to do it by really teaching kids how that medium or how that specialty, how that expertise is going to help them be successful in everything that they do. And I don't think they make that connection. So like for music, we have to create playlists for all of our teachers with beats per minute as to calming music, exciting music, focus music, party music. Like they're different. And that should be shared across the whole with all the staff. With phys ed, I want the brain-body connection to be part of what I teach there so that I share that with all of my staff. I mean, I think our phys ed staff could be great, consultants to all of our staff to say, hey, when your kids are having a hard time attending in math and they're unraveling, here's a technique that's going to put the nervous system in a better space. I think we can utilize a lot more of your expertise than we do. And so I think it's just something to think about as a systematic approach and as an individual approach in my PE classroom, really helping those kids understand what this is doing for them. And this is going to sound a little controversial, but how is this activity going to make you a better gamer? Right? Because if that's what they're interested in, I'm making a connection. How is this activity going to help your memory? How is this going to, without giving them a lecture, but really getting them to understand the connection is super important. I recently did some research on what they call the dose. And dose is a balance of brain chemistry. The D being dopamine, the O being oxytocin, the S being serotonin, and the E being endorphins. And when we teach that to kids, they understand, they start to be able to make their own dopamine and create their own endorphins, because of course that's exercise and dark chocolate. So if we know that, we start to learn at a young age how to balance our own brains and create the brain chemicals that we need to be a balanced person. And if we don't do that, then we rely on things like social media to create all the dopamine for us. And that's a dangerous slippery slope because that leads kids into other things that might be really dangerous.